Everybody, we're back. I am on the porch of my apartment and sitting out here enjoying the amazing 4th of July. And today I just wanted to do something a little different. So instead of talking about martial arts or training or anything like that, I just wanted to talk about today. The 4th of July. This year feels especially meaningful because we're celebrating 250 years of the United States of America. It's 250 years. When you really stop to think about it, that's really incredible. Think about how many generations have come before us, how many people have sacrificed, worked, and dreamed, failed, and started over, and kept moving forward, just so that we can enjoy all the opportunities that we have. No country's perfect, no family's perfect, and no one's perfect, basically. But one of the things that I've always appreciated about America is that it has always been a place where people can start over. A place where work, like hard work, matters. Where your character matters and where your future doesn't always have to look like your past. You can change, you can become something different. As an instructor, I've had the privilege of watching kids grow up, and I watch the shy kids, those shy kids. Hey, what's up, man? The shy kids who barely are able to whisper their own name because they're too shy, and they grow up or they change, and they change who they are, and they become someone who's more confident and confidently speaks up for themselves and could lead warm-ups. I've watched the kids who cry because something's too hard or difficult become teenagers who refuse to give up, who refuse to quit when things get hard. Friendships, even when kids who come from two completely different backgrounds and they become friends. Different cultures, different neighborhoods, different beliefs. But once they step on the mat, none of that all matters. They simply just become training partners, and they help each other become better. And I wish more of the world was like that. One of my favorite things about teaching martial arts isn't watching someone earn a black belt, because it is, it's one of the most pivotal things that I can go to cheer me up when things get hard, because I know that it's worth it when I see someone go from, a kid who could barely stand still to a black belt. It's not just about them earning the black belt, it's just watching them become a better human being, more patient, more respectful, more confident, because those are the things that really last. After the belts and the trophies and everything, what really sticks with you is your character. And today is also a reminder that freedom isn't something we're simply just handed. Freedom comes with sacrifice. And every generation has a responsibility to protect that freedom. Not just through sacrifice, but through the way we treat each other. Things like honesty, kindness, integrity, and just taking responsibility for our own actions. Strong communities, and ultimately a strong country, a strong nation. And as adults, I think sometimes we spend too much time just worrying about changing the whole world. And maybe our real job is easier than that. It's raising good kids, being good neighbors, keeping your word, helping someone when you can, and leaving people better than when you found them. Leaving them with a better impression of not just yourself, but of themselves too. So, imagine what the next 250 years is going to be like. Look at where we are now. Whether you're spending time with family today, or watching fireworks or grilling in the backyard, just enjoying the quiet evening. I hope you take a minute to appreciate the people who are around you. Tell your family that you love them. Call somebody you haven't spoken to in a while. Thank a veteran. Thank a police officer, first responder, a teacher, and thank your parents. Because there are too many people whose quiet sacrifices make our lives possible. Sometimes they don't hear thank you enough. And, as I get older, sometimes I realize that the greatest measure of life is not how much money you make. It's not your job title. It's not the size of your house. It's the impact that you have on other people. So today, on America's 250th birthday, I am simply just grateful. I'm grateful for our country, grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the families that have trusted me to be a small part of their children's lives. And I'm grateful for another opportunity to get up tomorrow, to keep trying to become better than I was yesterday. So, happy 4th of July, everybody. Be safe, be grateful, take care of each other, and never stop becoming the kind of person who makes the world just a little bit better every day. Happy Independence Day.